Hi everyone, welcome back again as always for our lessons with the book A Course in Miracles. Today our lesson is 129. So you can either read along with me with your book or check the link under this video and you can get all the information to today's lesson and more about this course. Okay, so let's get going into today's lesson. So our statement for the day is, beyond this world there is a world I want. This is the thought that follows from the one we practiced yesterday. You cannot stop with the idea the world is worthless, for unless you see that there is something else to hope for, you will only be depressed. Our emphasis is not on giving up the world, but on exchanging it for what is far more satisfying, filled with joy and capable of offering you peace. Think you this world can offer that to you? So it wants us to think that the world here, even though it is here, we think it's like me, we can't find our peace here. It is actually here. The peace is here in what we see is changing. So the perception that we currently have is what we need to change in order to see the truth of this world. When we see the truth of this world, the world changes. The world we see is not the world we see right now. It might be worth a little time to think once more about the value of this world. Perhaps you will concede there is no loss in letting go all thought of value here. The world you see is merciless, indeed, unstable, cruel, unconcerned with you, quick to avenge, and pitiless with hate. It gives but to rescind, and takes away all things that you have cherished for a while. No lasting love is found, for none is here. This is the world of time, where all things end. So this is exactly how we are seeing the world right now. That it has an end, that it is merciless, that love doesn't last, it comes and goes, it's like nothing is stable here, it's a cruel world. This is how we're seeing it, and this is what we need to shift. Is it a loss to find a world instead where losing is impossible? Where love endures forever, hate cannot exist, and vengeance has no meaning. It is loss to find all things you really want, and know they have no ending, and they will remain exactly as you want them throughout time. Yet even they will be exchanged at last for what we cannot speak of, for you go from there to where words fail entirely, into a silence where the language is unspoken and yet surely understood. That is the thing with language, with words. Words in this world are created by the ego, and words are the thing that have the meaning, that have put on everything in the world. And the truth resides in the silence. It resides in something powerful but quiet. It communicates in a way we don't need the words. We sense our way somehow through this world, and that is where the true magnificent lies. Communication, unambiguous and plain as day, remains unlimited for all eternity, and God himself speaks to his daughter as his daughter speaks to him. Their language has no words, for what they say cannot be symbolized. Their knowledge is direct, and wholly shared and wholly one. How far away from this are you who stay bound to this world, and yet how near are you when you exchange it for the world you want? Now for me, my mind just arose there in how we communicate with this power. We kind of see ourselves as talking to something separate to us, right? But if we're one with it, we don't need to talk to it in a way like, help me, oh, I need to see the truth, do. It's becoming it in a way that the knowingness isn't asking anymore, it's already received. You know, as we were saying about receiving and giving and receiving is the one thing, love is the one thing, so to connect with it is also just that one-centered. Now is the last step certain. Now you stand an instant space away from timelessness. Here can you but look forward, never back, to see again the world you do not want. Here is the world that comes to take its place as you unbind your mind from little things the world sets forth to keep you prisoner. Value them not, and they will disappear. Esteem them, and they will seem real to you. So take away the value. Take away the value of all the things that you've given meaning. Take them away, take them away. And surely the truth will start to unfold. But as long as you keep the value on them, they're going to seem so much more real and constantly there, unchanged, never to be brought to light. So let go of the value on these meaningless things. Such is the choice. What loss can be for you in choosing not to value nothingness? This world holds nothing that you really want, but what you choose instead you want indeed. Let it be given you today. It waits but for your choosing it, to take the place of all the things you seek but do not want. Practice your willingness to make this change 10 minutes in the morning and at night and once more in between. Begin with this. Beyond this world there is a world I want. I choose to see that world instead of this, for here is nothing that I really want. So there's our practice again. 3 times for 10 minutes. We're doing 1 10-minute in the morning, 1 10-minute in the evening, because it's powerful to remind ourselves first thing as we awaken, and just before we go to sleep and go back into that unconsciousness, we're putting those thoughts in, and then sometime throughout the day, which is a good time for you when you can really absorb and give yourself that silence that you need to let this unfold. So giving ourselves the time today to close our eyes again and just, here's what it says. Then close your eyes upon the world you see, and in the silent darkness watch the lights that are not of this world light one by one, until where one begins, another ends, loses all meaning as they blend in one. Today the lights of heaven bend to you, to shine upon your eyelids as you rest beyond the world of darkness. Here is the light your eyes can not behold, and yet your mind can see it plainly and can understand. A day of grace is given you today, and we give thanks. This day we realise that what you feared to lose was only loss. Right, so closing our eyes and going into the silence, replacing that silence with the light that's going to remove the darkness, and it's going to blend into one. So the darkness will disappear because it will become one with the light, as we then allow the truth to unfold in our minds, not our eyes, our minds. Now do we understand there is no loss, for we have seen its opposite at last, and we are grateful that the choice is made. Remember your decision hourly and take a moment to confirm your choice by laying by whatever thoughts you have and dwelling briefly only upon this. The world I see holds nothing that I want. Beyond this world there is a world I want. So the world I see holds nothing that I want. Beyond this world there is a world I want. That is the statement to write down, keep with you, and keep reminding yourself throughout the day, hourly. Remember, hourly, and take time to confirm that choice. That you don't want to constantly value this world anymore. You want to see the truth. You want that world to unfold, and that world unfolds beyond language, beyond meaning. It's beyond all of that, and it becomes united in oneness, in light. It is the truth. It is the world which will open your mind, because it's the mind, that mind of ours, so many things going on in it that need to be filtered through to cleanse it to the truth, and then amazing things unfold. That's like the powerhouse, the battery of our mind is the battery that connects to, and it's like we've unplugged almost, or we're half plugged in, we're not fully living the brightness that we are. We think because it's half plugged in, it's eventually going to come out, the disconnect, and then we die and all of that, whereas it's saying we're going to be plugged in to this light, and its power will stay with us for eternity. It's not sort of breaking like it seems to, like there's like kind of electricity that's hitting sometimes and then going, whereas once you plug in, it's like the strength is always there. So enjoy today to really connect to the real world beyond the thinking mind. It's in the silence, it's in the place where the truth will unfold. Have a wonderful day with practicing, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care now. Bye.